My name is Kallisto, or Callie. I'm a canine Therian. I actually prefer the term canine Therian to wolf Therian or dog Therian because most of the time I either feel one or the other. I either feel very wolf-like, I feel very undomesticated, very unsocialised. I just want to be out in the woods, hunting and running around and being with a pack. And then other days I feel very dog-like, I feel very domesticated, very affectionate to the people that I do love, very playful, and just want to curl up on the sofa at the end of the day and look out the window and go, "There, nature, I'll have none of that." And yeah, so that's why I chose the term canine. I mean, I know some Therians like to go into the breeds and the types, and even talking about what kind of colour they feel that their Therian side would be. But I'm not sure, just canine just kind of fits me, and I quite like it. I'm actually not on camera today. I'm showing you a picture that I had done at an anime convention, partly because I'm just getting in from work and my hair is a sight, and partly because this is how I feel day to day. Most of the time I feel like I can feel my phantom ears and phantom tail. I do have shifts where I kind of completely have a canine personality and a canine mentality. It's almost like something's kind of descended over my brain and it's kind of switched off the human side a little bit. But that doesn't happen very often. That happens maybe once or twice a month. And I always find that if I've had one shift, I'll have another one like within the same week or something like that, if I'm going to have one at all. Most of the time when I shift I feel very alert, I feel very playful, I feel like roughhousing and running about and chasing and tackling things, and I have had some shifts where I felt quite aggressive, but they haven't been very many. They've been quite few and far between, luckily. What else to say really? I feel that my therianthropy is very mental, mostly because I'm not a spiritual person anyway, but I also feel like I had a very traumatic time of it when I was about 17, which was about 5 years ago now. And I feel like the only way that my brain could keep me carrying on was to kind of switch on this other part of my psyche. Now, I've always been very empathetic with animals. I've always preferred animals over people, which I know is a bit misanthropic of me, but yeah, I've always enjoyed the company of animals over people in general. And I think part of my brain kind of went, right, you'll understand this will keep you going, and switched on like the more canine side of my brain. I feel like it had always been there. I think it was always part of why I was so empathetic with animals, but I think it kind of came to the forefront when I was having this quite traumatic time. Since then it's just kind of fluctuated. There's been times when I felt incredibly canine, and there's times when I felt less canine, but it's never really gone away. The reason that I have ears in this picture is because I actually have my own. I've made a pair of ears on a little headband, and I made myself my own tail, kind of like what you get on furry websites. I don't really class myself as a furry because I wear them because it feels like something should be there, and it kind of makes me feel a bit better. The ears aren't in exactly the right place. I kind of feel like my phantom ears kind of grow out of my real ears. But the tail sits nicely where I feel like there should be a tail. And actually when I came home from this anime convention, I was a bit lost when I took my tail off. I was a bit like, oh, there's actually nothing there. It was quite sad, actually. I've always been very into the line between animal and human. I'm very into werewolves. Anybody who knows me will say that I'm very into werewolves. I love reading about all the old tales and all the old mythology about werewolves. I also quite like a lot of artwork to do with werewolves, and I've been known to pick over werewolf films because I like the quadruped kind of werewolf, because obviously it links into my therianthropy again. But any kind of werewolf really excites me. I really enjoy reading about it, watching films about it, looking at artwork. Anything like that really interests me. I've also I'm also really interested in the psychology of feral children, where children were either taken away from their parents even, or kind of grew up away from them, away from human interaction. Sometimes with animal interaction, sometimes without. And I just feel like it's very interesting. It's not just linked with my therianthropy, but I do like that kind of human but not human aspect to it. I think it's a very interesting subject, and that's something not many people know about me. I don't know what else to say. I'm not very public with my therianthropy. I think most people who know me know that I like wolves and I like dogs, but it's never really been a kind of, oh, she acts like a wolf or a dog. It's kind of, I've only really told 3 people in my life, and they're people that I am very, very close to. It's not really something, I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't want people to know, but it just seems like if I kind of, I'm not going to be one of those people that goes up to somebody and goes, hi, I'm Callie, I'm a Therian. I'd rather people got to know me and then they kind of take it on as another aspect of my personality, exactly the same as my fixation with werewolves. It's just kind of another part of my personality. I'm not sure really what else to say. This video's getting on to 6.5 minutes, so I might just call it off and say, whoops, and say thank you for listening, and I hope this was interesting.